Hello everyone, what the heck is going on? Ted Jones here, solo episode today. And guys, guess what? If you've been following the vlog, you've been following the podcast for at least 6 months now, you'll know that I did break my phone. Okay, I had a curve in my phone, but it was still working. A week ago, we went to the Verizon store, saw that the phone was hanging on by a thread underneath that iPhone case. The guts were pouring out. Finally got a new phone. So we'll see how the video quality looks on this new iPhone here. We're actually using that for video. I'm also using the camera over there just in case, guys, because who knows what could possibly happen. We'll start the solo episode talking about what TV I've been watching, because it's been a very long time since I came on here and did a solo app. And this show on Netflix called Outer Banks, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. It's a pretty solid show. It's just like, it's too much drama. And like in the first 3 episodes, they really did hook me. That's something that I will say. The kids being able to swim, they're like freaking fish, okay? These Outer Banks kids. And I guess it makes sense, living in the Outer Banks, one would assume, yeah, maybe these kids are really good swimmers. But the main character in this show, John B., the guy needs to take a shower. Okay, I'm saying it here on the pod. Don't mean to be controversial, but the guy's wearing the same shirt for weeks at a time. I don't know how long the timeline is in this actual show, but the guy has been wearing the same shirt. He needs to change his shirt. Guys, a lot happening on the comedy show front. Last week, we had a comedy show at an art gallery, comedy night with Ted Jones at 432 Hudson Street. That was absolutely lit. If we get a buzz coming in, it's my weed dealer coming to drop off a pack, a large pack, they may say, or a medium-sized pack, actually. He owes me a free eighth, get this, guys, because I've given him so many referrals, which is great to hear. It's great to hear. Do I normally pick up weed from a drug dealer? No. But I used to pick up from this particular guy all the time. Actually, his name was William Williams. Imagine that was his real name. Episode 77 or so, I believe, he came on the podcast talking about how he was slinging dope. And guess what? He's still slinging dope. I don't know how much trouble you can really get into right now as a New Yorker selling weed, but this guy moves weight, so I imagine that you could still get in trouble. And I went to a wedding in Connecticut. And in Connecticut, weed isn't fully legal. Medically, it is. But in Massachusetts, it's fully legal, recreational. You can go to a store, pick it up, whatever. It's illegal to cross the border, state lines, with weed of any kind, which is messed up. This is the same situation back in the day when kids grew up in Connecticut and they'd go to Boston because the drinking age was 18. They'd come back to Connecticut wasted over state lines. I don't like these state and federal regulations. I feel like we should all just have the same laws. It would make way more sense. Then people wouldn't be flying all the way, moving from California to Florida to Texas because they have different income taxes. I don't know, man. Taxes are tough. Taxes are also difficult to learn. If somebody doesn't pay their taxes for 3 years just because they genuinely do not know how to do taxes, one, they should have been taught that in school, okay? Forget this algebra 2 nonsense, calculus, freaking algebra 2, as I said before, statistics. It's not cool, okay? We need to start teaching people real life things. That's one thing that I will say. In college, I didn't really learn much. I met a lot of people who I'm friends with today at this wedding that I went to in Connecticut. It was great. I stayed at a Quality Inn, and God, I'll tell you guys, I think they ripped me off. $194 for like a 3-star hotel. Walked in, it looked like the scene of a murder movie. Was I freaked out? A little bit. When I started seeing people with full body tattoos and they're colored full body tattoos, that's where I draw the line. That's where I get freaked out. It's one thing to have like a sleeve, sure, it's cool. But when you're fully tatted, fully color tatted, it's a little bit intimidating. When you walk into the hotel with your husband, you got those earrings that like droop out your ears. You guys know what I'm talking about? Those big circle earrings, big nose earrings. Like, why? I guess it's not an earring if it's on your nose, dude. This has been a terrific summer, though, guys. Besides the fact that the studio/apartment gets super hot during the day, considering it's 96 degrees out here, and if I turn on the AC, you guys will hear it. It's been a fantastic summer. So many fun things have happened. I would like to go out to LA soon. Now, if you guys remember, I do have a $600 credit on American Airlines because they messed up my flight last time I went to LA. So we'll see. Could happen in September, October. I'm really not sure. Have to figure out what's going on schedule-wise here on the Ted Jones World program. But the last 3 months or so since the last time I saw you guys solo, it's been great. Yeah, it's a lot, but I enjoy doing it. I love talking to you guys, spitting fumes of my mind, thoughts that I have. Do you guys see that? Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate got raided by the FBI, and Michael Cohen made a TikTok. He was like, see, this is what happened at Mar-a-Lardo. Kept calling it Mar-a-Lardo, which is funny. It was a good little take. But you guys remember Michael Cohen like 2 years ago? He was the one getting jammed up. Or it might have actually been 3 years ago. Yeah, you know what? I remember exactly. It was about 3 years ago and probably a month because I was going to get my last consultation for my jaw surgery. And I saw 100 reporters waiting outside his apartment, I guess in like one of those Trump buildings. Still funny. I wonder if he still does live in one of those Trump buildings. Now, it's not that Trump owns all these specific buildings. Some of them he just licensed out to people or to developers, and he lets them use their name. So it's not always the case that he would own the building, but to get to a point where you're licensing your name and making money just off your name, it's fresh. If you think about like your beauty product, somebody makes a product and they call it like the Kevin Garnett skin cream. Seamless transition here. I had an ingrown toenail for weeks. It was awful. It really was not getting any better. And I wasn't going to do anything about it until my sister saw it. And it was like, oh my God, Ted Jones, that is awful. You need to go to the doctor right now. Didn't really think much of it because it wasn't really hurting me so much. But if you think about it, a month of not paying attention to your nails, your toenails especially, could get a little bit dicey with all the narrow shoes that we have these days. Our toes are getting forced together. You can't, sometimes these nails can't help it but to shift the wrong way. We'll see. My toe's like pretty good right now. It looks fine, but I'm still going to go to the doctor and spend that goddamn $40 copay. What's the deal with health insurance anyway? Like, the United States has a terrible form of health insurance. We should all have the same health insurance. I think, okay, if you're not smoking cigarettes and you're not morbidly obese, everyone should be on the same plan. Maybe if you're a downhill skier who enjoys the moguls and shit, maybe that's a different circumstance. If you're a sport person in high risk place, like if you're Evel Knievel, maybe you should have a different health plan. But besides that, in all the other countries, their health system is doing fine. And now here I am worrying about what to do for health insurance. If you guys have any suggestions, you email me, tedjonesworld@gmail.com. I have to turn on this AC for a little bit just for when William Williams comes on. Just to revert back, by the way, I don't think wedding DJs have changed their playlist since 2016. I don't know about bar mitzvah DJs either, but how hard is it to put on some Pop Smoke, Rap Caviar, okay, some Central C? The new beats, the new Migos, new Future, new Drake, everybody wants to hear it. I don't want to hear Flow Ride. I'm done with Pitbull. Both of those guys have had their time. They were both fresh. T-Pain, Buy You a Drink. Guys, what year is it? 2012? PSA to all bar mitzvah DJs and freaking wedding DJs, change your playlist. If you guys want to use the Ted Jones Comedy Show playlist, pop it up right here. Pop it up. Feel free. These are the bangers that we play during the Ted Jones Comedy Show, Comedy Night with Ted Jones. Everybody loves it. Gets the energy up. Gets the vibe up. I'm sick of dancing to Who Let the Dogs Out. Okay, maybe that's cap. Maybe I would like to dance to Who Let the Dogs Out. But I'm seriously tired of listening to music that I listened to getting wasted in college. Maybe it was a nice throwback, though, since I was with all my college buddies this weekend. It reminded me of passing out with my shoes on and the lights on at 8 p.m. after Nickel Night. I've talked about Nickel Night before on this podcast. At UConn, they had a time frame. It was Thursday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. where you can get into the bar for free, and there are 4 drinks for $1. So not really a nickel, but 4 drinks each would be a quarter. And before I was 21, it was a lot easier to get into the bar around 5 or 5:15 p.m. because who was there drinking? No one but the underage kids who were trying to get in. So after tennis practice, me and my roommate would sprint to our dorm, shower in 5 minutes, and then sprint down to the bar, hopefully get in with our fake IDs. Usually it would work if we showed up that early, just because those people knew that we'd be in and out of the bar. We'd get Long Island iced teas, vodka soda, and be wasted. It's a good mindset to have, I think, if you're trying to go to bed super early. But we were like 20 years old, drank 12 drinks, and then would pass out. Lights on, shoes on, in my bed. And then Friday morning, I'd be ready for my 8 a.m. class. I'd wake up at like 6 a.m. just reeking of vodka. It's crazy how my body has completely rejected alcohol over the past 5 to 7 years. I remember I used to be able to go to these things nickel night, wake up the next day, and I'd be fine. Like I wouldn't even feel it. This past weekend, I had 4 drinks, 4 vodka sodas over the course of an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And it really took me a long time to adjust. Took me 48 hours. All right, William Williams is here. Let's kick it. The man, the myth, the legend, and not on camera, William Williams. How are you, sir?
It's nice to see you again, Teddy.
Good to see you, man. If I can have you take off your shoes. What's up, dude? It's been a minute. Dude, I saw you outside of Ray's bar the last time I saw you. Ray's on Christie Street. Pop a squad, bro. We're not going to put you on camera, but come sit here. Talk to me for a moment. I like this outfit you got on. I thought it was all yellow and blue, but you got a San Diego hat on.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? Talking to the mic. I know you're here just for a moment, but thanks for stopping by.
Oh, the air conditioning feels great.
Yeah? Where you coming from, bro?
The Park Ave.
Park Ave? What were you on Park Ave for, dude?
I was at the office.
Oh, you work on Park Ave?
Yeah, I
didn't know that. All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, and thank you for appreciating my referrals, our referrals here to your business.
Love helping friends out.
Bro, what's going on, man? I mean, the last time you were here, episode 77, you were talking about moving weight, bro. What is that still the case? What are you doing? Working corporate and uncorporate life?
Gone straight arrow, man.
Oh yeah? You're straight arrow now?
Yeah, all the bud is legal now. We sell to dispensaries and
you sell to dispensaries?
Yeah, we have a testing facility in California and Oregon, so it's legit.
And
we sit back and grab checks.
Do you guys have like acres in California that you're growing this stuff on?
Oh yeah, we actually have like 6 grow sites now. So well over like 20 acres.
Where in California? Like Humboldt County?
Humboldt County.
Do you ever have any life-threatening situations in Humboldt County yet, by the way? If you guys ever read up about Humboldt County, it was like one of the first places in California where they really started to grow weed, just because I think there was just a lot of land up there that was prime for it. You ever have any scary situations, though?
Well, let's just say this. Everybody up there is strapped for a reason.
Strapped with weed and
good old American firearm.
And a freaking gat. And a gat.
You'd be a fool to leave your house without one.
So William Williams, my man, are you still living in Florida though? I know that you've been back and forth. You thinking about putting your residency down there? We talked earlier on the podcast how all taxes should just be in the same place. There shouldn't be separate states. And they should.
I still have a place down in Miami, but I have to be here for work, so I'm a New Yorker for now. Best of both worlds.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
As you know, you're a fellow snowbirder.
Yes, dude. How much time are you going to be in New York? Like, when are you going back down to Miami?
Not until it cools off and the bugs go away. So call it November, December this year. Biggest
shipment that you have been a part of in this marijuana game?
6,000 pounds in a truck. It arrived at my apartment building. And then they drove it to Queens.
6,000 pounds in a truck?
It was a moving truck.
U-Haul?
Oh, no, we're talking 18-wheeler. We're talking the big moving truck.
How much does 6,000 pounds of weed cost?
Street value, 400, 500K.
Oh! And you moved it already?
Oh, it was moved before it arrived here, man. Cash was already collected. It just
found its new home.
And
you're selling it to dispensaries all over.
Today, that is the name of the game. Nothing off books. I don't want an IRS audit.
So you're completely legal now. You're cool. We don't have your camera. Excuse me. We don't have your face or your body on camera right now. But you're legal. You're good.
Legal.
You're legit.
Legal. Licensed.
That's great, man.
Business owner.
That's great. I know you told me you had a meeting later today. So, William, thank you so much for stopping
Teddy,
on the
it's
Ted
always-
Jones World
It's always
podcast.
a pleasure. Take care, guys.
Thanks. William Williams, everybody. That was fucking great, dude. We'll see you soon, bro.
See you soon, bro. See you at the stand.
Oh, yeah? We have a show next Tuesday. Would love to see you. Come through. Okay, well, actually. William Williams, everybody. That was nice just to get a quick background check on somebody who's legally doing it. Because initially, I don't think the guy was legally doing it.
I was not.
But now you're all good and have not had any issues thus far just because you're dealing with New Yorkers, right?
Not even a parking ticket, guys.
Not even a parking ticket. Well, great to hear, William. We'll see you soon, brother. We'll talk to you. Wow. What an occasion, guys. I guess we'll wrap it there. That was really interesting. If you guys want to start selling weed to dispensaries and you're serious about it, DM me, TedJonesWorld@gmail.com. Check the link in this YouTube video for the next Ted Jones comedy show, next comedy night with Ted Jones. We would love to see you guys there. William, thank you for stopping by, buddy. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.